What you're about to see is a Channel 4 News exclusive.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
You sit on a throne of lies.
We have to get on, we have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it.
Cheers, everybody out there. Welcome back to another episode of Independent Joe. And tonight, got another special night for you. Day 4. And on this day 4, we have another special guest to go ahead and talk about whiskey. And we have this pour that I got from one of my local stores. It's a pick. So I don't know if that clues them in or anything, but it's a pick of what I usually get from my area. And who I got tonight is Trev, the Bourbon Ranch. And just like everybody else, if you have not subscribed to the Bourbon Ranch, please make sure hit that subscribe button and check him out. Freaking got some great content, got bottle picks and all this other stuff that he got going on this channel. So check him out. Really good channel. And once again, thank you everybody on the Squared Circle here for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you. Love you guys. And let's bring on the Bourbon Ranch. Get this thing started.
Let's go. I am so stoked, dude. Thanks for having me on. And I'm pretty thirsty.
I know. You messaged me an hour ago. I was like, oh, man, I'm an hour away from home. So I was like, no, I got to get home. So I hurried up and got here. So I got this set up.
Yes, he only broke the law 17 times to get home. It's fine.
Yeah. I was like, I'm thirsty too. But no, so the way this works is he's got something. Did you already pour it?
Oh yeah. So
right now we're letting it open up, just like the other videos. Everybody, is that a Bourbon Ranch, Glenn?
No, that is a Independent.
Oh snap! He's got the Glen. He's got the Glen, and everybody. You know what? This seems kind of thin. I'm kind of nervous now. I don't see it coating the glass too well.
I really haven't. You told me to pour it, and then I haven't even looked at the thing. I don't know what to
look. I noticed it in your camera. I was like, holy crap! Hopefully there's more to it than that. But so right now we're letting it open up, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions and let it open up a little bit. But so far this year, out of all the whiskeys you tasted and everything, I mean, we go through a lot of different ones with meetups, with just people coming and bottles we get. And what is the most surprising whiskey that you've had this year where you were like no expectations and you're like, it's probably all right, and then you taste it and you're like, wow, that's a really good one?
Dang. That's a good question, because there's actually been a couple of them.
Okay.
I'll give you a couple of them. I think I opened up a sample of the Russell's Reserve Rick House collection, the Warehouse Camp Nelson F.
Yeah.
Blew me out of the water.
Oh wow.
I was like, I saw it and I was like, man, this is just going to be like a Russell's Reserve. I've had Camp Nelson picks. This was just that, but better.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was kind of like, wow, that's it shocked me how much I liked it more than a Russell's pick.
Okay.
I would say another one was the Eric Church whiskey. Like, I'm not a celebrity whiskey type of dude. The Whiskey Gypsy.
A Jack Daniels, huh?
No, it's no. So the Jack Daniels has an Eric Church, but then he was like, no, I want to blend my own.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Whiskey Gypsy. That shocked me because I was like, oh, it's a celebrity whiskey. That's gonna suck.
So that's Eric Church. I've been trying to I see that bottle, and they want some money for that.
They want some dough. They want some dough for it for sure. And that was another thing. I was like, man.
So everybody out there, if you didn't know, that's Eric Church, and Trev's one of Trev's surprising whiskeys of this year.
It does not. The thing about it, it does not taste like anything you'll have ever had. It is so unique, and that kind of thoroughly impressed me. I was like, okay, they weren't just being a celebrity trying to pass off some Dickel or something, you know? So that
Okay.
props to them.
Yeah, fair enough. The Camp Nelson one I've seen in at different times since it came out. The Camp Nelson F, the Rickhouse one, and man, I just wish it didn't go straight to secondary and stuff. So it's like hard for me to just like drop that type of money they're asking for it. And that one right there, when it first came out, I saw it and I'm like, I don't know anything about this. And now that I know, I might definitely think about getting it. If I can still get it after this video comes out, they're gonna be like,
hey,
it's good. I'm gonna go get it.
That's the issue with whiskey, man. It's like the Camp Nelson is so good. I don't want to. I wouldn't pay the secondary for it, but for what it is and what it's supposed to be, phenomenal pour. This is on the other end. It's coming out at a very high price. You know, it's kind of hard to justify it, but if you pay that kind of money, I think it's unique and fun.
How's the proof on that one?
115, I think. 115,
okay,
yeah.
So right in that sweet spot of pretty good whiskey. So that's cool.
In the blend, it's a whole breakdown. It's technically not a bourbon, but they took like a corn whiskey, a rye, and a single malt, and blended them together to create a bourbon. So very, very unique. I give them props. I think they did pretty.
So if I happen to get that video so that I don't have to explain that whole thing, I'm clipping this and then putting it in my video.
Yeah, there you go. And then maybe Eric Church will show up.
I wouldn't do that. But all right, so we're on to the next step. You know, we let it air out. It's been about 5 minutes or so. So we're gonna go ahead and nose this and give you guys some notes. And I'll make sure that you hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe to the Bourbon Ranch. But we're gonna get in on the nose on this. So appreciate you guys. Here we go.
Hey, cheers, man. Let's
Cheers,
get
brother.
into it. I'm kind of scared now that you were like, man, I'm so scared to drink this now.
Okay, the nose ain't too bad. It's a little fruity.
Yeah, what the? I genuinely thought I'm gonna save what I was just about to say, to be honest, until I taste it. But I figured when you started talking, I was like, I know what he sent me. And then I'm smelling it, and it's like, whoa, hold on.
There's a lot of fruit on this, like some
cherry,
some sweet,
bright.
Yeah, bright
like,
cherries, a little bit of apricot.
Do you get? To me, what are those? It's one of those red cherries. Like, so you get the maraschino cherry, whatever you call it, the dark cherry. What are like the cheaper bright red ones? It's that, like something you put on an ice cream sundae. It's that kind of fruit to me.
I don't know. They still come in that little bottle, right?
Oh yeah, but they're like very bright red, bright, fresh fruit.
Yeah, there's a lot of like powdered sugar in this. I'm not getting so much like barrel char and stuff like this. It's so bright and sweet, sugary type nose to it.
Sugar, the powdered sugar call is spot on. It's almost like a dang funnel cake.
Yeah, yeah. With the cherry on top.
I'm liking this. I'm liking it. It's definitely not dark though. It's not like a dark aged thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the age on this. It's a non-age stated whiskey, so.
Oh, and I mean the color's indicative of. I don't know. I don't know even. I'm smelling this. I can't even tell you what it could be.
Well, then let's get it on the taste on it. Maybe
let's try it.
Your mind.
It
Cheers,
smells
brother.
good.
Cheers, all you out there. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Let's get it.
Get it.
Dang.
It coats really well.
There's something so familiar. It's like, I swear to you, you said this is a pick. I swear to you, I have this bottle or a pick of this, but I cannot tell you what it is.
It's actually sticking to my teeth. It's actually pretty nicely coating that funnel cake powdered sugar flavor is coming through a lot. Really sweet.
Very, very, whoa, very, very sweet. I'm almost even getting a little bit of nuttiness.
Yeah,
Maybe this is turning into like it's almost like a payday. Caramely and peanutty, but like the caramel light side of things, vanilla, powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Funnel cake, but then I got a nutty or something.
Yeah, right as it settles, I do get that, like a little bit of a dried peanut on there.
Gosh dang it. This was not part of it, is to guess what it was, but
no,
that's what my brain always goes to. It's like, what is this?
Mark did the same thing. It's like, I know you didn't say proof, but I'm gonna guess a proof. I'm gonna guess what would you say the proof point on this is? Let's start.
I think it's a little higher. I mean, that's I'm feeling it.
Yeah, it's definitely got that hug.
And I've been drinking I've been drinking before this, man. I shot a whole video.
You're like, I wasn't waiting on you, fool.
No, I was busy, man. Man, you know what? No, that can't be it. I'm still, my brain is just like, guess what it is. Guess what it is.
Maybe it's something similar, and people. So if you say your guess, then maybe people out there were like, oh shoot, I don't have to get that one. I could get this one because it's the same. It's got that same profile or that same flavor.
I keep going back to it, dude, and like, especially after tasting it and smelling it, I feel like there's this caramel butterscotch nuttiness thing.
Yeah.
And it's just coming out more and more and more.
Yeah, as I've been tasting, it's been evolving. There's like some changes coming to it. Changes.
It's all we'll sing, because I will sing it and I sound identical to it.
So what do you think? What do you think, or have an idea of what it might be?
I don't know. At first, I started leaning towards like Heaven Hill.
Okay.
I'm stuck on Larceny right now because I just talked about them, but then I'm like, no, that's too spicy, too warm. Maybe this is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And then I started thinking batches. Then my brain immediately was like, well, no, he didn't. He said this was a barrel, barrel select.
Yeah.
So then maybe I'm like, is that like an 9-year-old Elijah Craig private select or something? I mean, because the nuttiness is coming out more and more. I don't know what else it could be. That brings out that sort of nutty quality to me.
I still get a lot of that sweetness, that powdered sugar too.
Confectionery sugar.
On top of that payday bar.
Yep. Very, like, the sweetness is in a great way.
Yeah,
Sometimes the sweetness is a little bit too much. It's like,
well, I'm gonna go ahead and let's just reveal it, because we can rack our brains trying to figure it out, or you can rack your brain trying to figure it out. And
let's just talk about it.
let's just talk about this tater bottle that you're about to see.
Oh, it's a tater bottle, huh?
And what it is William LaRue Wallace.
No freaking way.
Yeah, man. It is really good. Shout out to my guy Jazz, man. Jazz picked a good one on this one.
Wow. What the heck?
Yeah.
What is, dude? The only points that I'll give myself is wanting to say that was Larceny at first.
Yeah. Because
of the weeder quality.
Yeah.
Those notes that I'm just smelling and tasted. Buffalo Trace.
I have a few
never
bottles.
tasted.
This is off profile for this one for me.
100 freaking %.
Even
really looking
nice
at
flavors. Easy.
I'm like,
nice.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's That's a good dang Weller full proof batch right there, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, and it's got the cool. I know I showed it, but I'm gonna show it again. That tater sticker, man, it gets me every time I see it. It's so funny.
It's great.
William LaRue Wallace.
Your brain, I'm glad you sent me this because I talk smack about Buffalo Trace all the time, and they tend to shut me up every time. On the first smell that we went through,
yeah,
was very, I wouldn't even have called it quintessential Buffalo Trace, but that bright red fruit we were talking about, that should have been indicative of Buffalo Trace. But there was so much more with it that took away from a dead giveaway. This is freaking Weller.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was surprised when I had it. I mean, I have another pick, same from Jazz, and I think this one is just a cut above it on flavor. What I should have did was send you both of them. We could have tried to figure out like which one is better, but it's cool.
Well, here, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have sent you mine, and you would. That mine doesn't taste anything like this. It's almost in two entirely different bottles.
For me, also going, you know how you taste the whiskey and then you go back to the nose and like something changes. Nothing's changed as far as the nose. It's still bright, still cherry, still powdered sugar, still funnel cake. You know, it's still like crazy good.
Definitely. My thing with this bottle is the palate is like, it is not Weller bourbon at all to me. It had so much more. I guess some of those nutty. I kept calling nutty. I think that's picking up on the barrel.
Yeah.
That I'm not used to getting on a Weller product.
Yeah.
Definitely. It just kind of mutes all of that sweet, over the top cherry that I tend to get with Buffalo Trace products. So this, I mean, dude, this is surprising.
Yeah, definitely a surprising pour. I was nervous. I hadn't tasted it, and I was like, because I know, when we talk about different tater bottles and what they put out, sometimes they come out with something. Maybe because it's a pick, I don't know, but sometimes something they put out, that's what you're like, oh, I don't want to get that stuff. But then the taters just put out something really nice, and they're like, oh man, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
I'm gonna tell you, like, and that's the thing with, I think all of bourbon. I think this is something we can take away.
Yeah.
Taters are gonna tate.
Yeah.
Okay, but how do you know a bottle is good or bad? You have to get it. And I think that's what really plays into this, is because it's like, well, I've had one. Like I said, my Weller Full Proof pick tastes nothing like this. If I were to have gotten that one first, I would never want to get another one. If I were to get this one first, I would be the first one in line. I would be that dude trying to get more of that. But then who knows? You might get one of those.
You have a Van Winkle 10, right? Or you had one before?
I've tried it. Yeah.
Oh, the first time I tried it, I was at my friend's restaurant over there in Oklahoma, and I tasted it. I got this and this was at the beginning of my journey for whiskey, like 4+ years ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, and he poured it, and he's like, yeah, so you taste this, and it's like, it had this like burnt, not burnt, but like charred coconut sweet thing, and I was like, holy crap, I gotta get that. And I chased I was looking all over for it. I found a place that would get it for me for a tater price, but not too crazy of a tater price at that time. And I still have the bottle, not finished yet, but I've been slowly dipping at it. Not the same. It's like where's that coconut flavored profile
So
or
it's-
sweetness that I had before? This ain't it. And I was like, oh man, I felt let down. Like I thought every one of these was gonna taste like not the case.
What
Not
aren't
the case on single barrels.
shouldn't they all be
come to
this
find
good?
out.
No.
Yeah,
I will
come to
say my final thoughts on this.
Yeah.
The nose, very sweet. I'm sticking with that cherry confectionery sugar, powdered sugar funnel cake thing. The palate, dude, is what it really shocked me. The amount of oak and char and barrel that kind of mellows out the cherry note. That is not normal for a Buffalo Trace anything. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is a great pick.
It is a good pour, and you're a great guest. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing this with me, man.
Hey, thanks for sending me this, because this has opened my eyes. I'm sitting here talking great. I might be a Buffalo Trace lover again. I've been talking so good about Buffalo Trace lately. I think I've reverted.
But then you'll get another one of these, and then all of a sudden be like, oh man, it was not the same.
No, I'm gonna, as soon as it's like tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the store and they're like, yeah, we got a new Weller Foolproof pick in, and I'm like, oh, this is my destiny, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna be so bad.
No, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing this. This is day 4 of our 12 days before Christmas, bourbon with friends, whiskey with friends, and I just appreciate you doing this with me, man. Do you have anything? I mean, I know you got like you guys were having on a roll with picks and stuff like that. You guys got anything coming out pretty soon?
We got several pick. We got like a Templeton Rye pick coming.
Nice.
We got some multiple Bull Run picks. So we got that lining up. The holidays kind of slow everything down because everyone's busy. But
yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. And but enough about me. I want to thank you. This is a great idea. This was a lot of fun and a good way. I feel like this is a great way to engage with the community.
Yeah.
I don't
appreciate
know.
That.
That was so fun having no freaking clue what you sent me. I was sure that you sent me some sort of Maker's Mark or something. I was like, oh, he's going to send me a Maker's Mark.
You know what though? Honestly, I if you need me to send you another sample, I will. But you got the Maker's what is that one?
The cellar aged?
Cellar aged. You got that,
yep.
Right? I don't have that. Taste it against that. The sample that I got from Maker's Mark Cellar Aged is almost just kind of that confectionery, sweet, different freaking flavors on it. Man, I think, this is like kind of on the same, not maybe as far as proof wise and all that other stuff, but like just in comparison as far as flavor wise, there's some comparison, because I really like that cellar age. Somebody had sent me that, and man, that was a good pour too. So I would
say this compared to other Weller Foolproof picks that I've tried, this one's for sure. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as like, it ain't going to be as oaky as the cellar aged, but it's definitely leaning towards the cellar aged versus other Weller Foolproofs. Like, this one is so much older tasting. I mean, I lack for better explanation.
I could have sworn that this had some age on it when I first tasted. I'm like, and I had to look back at the bottle and say, no, you know what? It's a non-age-stated thing.
Is that not 15?
Yeah. All right, brother. I'm gonna let you get on with the business of the day. Really appreciate you. Make sure you're subscribed to the Bourbon Reg. Crazy, awesome Friday nights. Every Friday night before Matt goes on ADHD whiskey, and just some great lives. He does, on his Patreon, he has great backstage lives with his patrons, all that stuff, man. Check out Trev. Freaking awesome channel. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out.
I freaking love you.
Would you
subscribe to Independent Joe?
I would give this one because I started this on the last one that I did, day 3, and I'll say I'll still give it a middle tier for me.
It's good, really good.
That's where I'm at on that.
It's your grade.
It's the best. It's not best yet. You know, I mean, but it's way beyond.
Yummy.
But appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like, hit subscribe to both our channels. Appreciate you all. Love you guys. We're out of here. And let me find the button.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, shit. I keep messing that up. Cheers, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, man.